What's up, everybody? It's the immortal Biggie Shack, man. I just want to thank you for checking out my guy, Scotty Vaughn, man. Stick around and watch. Scotty, if you know what's good for you, dude.
What's up, y'all? Welcome to Comic Book Addicts. This is episode 25. It's Monday, July 3rd. It's the day before Independence Day, y'all. I hope everybody's had a good weekend and are off to a good start with your week. As promised, I'm running the giveaway. I was on Jonathan Hedrick's Capable Whatnot show the other night where he was doing a sale of different variants and ratios, things of that nature, having to do with the title Capable. So I was telling everybody to put hashtag Capable in the comments, and I'll be giving away a copy of Capable issue 1, the Kickstarter, and with a sticker and numbered hanger. So not only am I going to give away one copy, but I think I'm going to give away 2 copies tonight. But we'll start and go ahead and give away one early. So y'all put hashtag Capable in the comments, and I'll give you a few minutes, and I'll share the screen and put that up. But yeah, man, I hope everybody's having a good day. Let me get to the comments in just a second. I just want to share this screen. But yeah, y'all get in your hashtag Capable. Let's see who we got in the comments. Let's see. We got, oh, whoa, I'm way behind. I got to catch up here. Let's see. We got TM Nerdy putting in we got our guest tonight, TM Nerdy, putting in his hashtag Capable. Hope you're doing well, Travis. Thanks for showing up tonight. We have Tony saying greetings from the far reaches of the Comiverse. Thanks for showing up, Tony. Tony did a live stream Saturday night, and it was a lot of fun. I hung out with him on that. It was him, and Dr. Von Hoot, and it was a blast. Trev, the shipping guru, he says, good evening. Hope everyone's holiday weekend as well. Stay hydrated. Yes, y'all be sure to drink some water, especially if you're drinking. Stay hydrated. I want to see y'all stay safe. We got Collecting with Durs. He says, hello, my beautiful homies. What's up, Durs? He had a live stream last night. He does his Sunday night sesh every Sunday at 6 p.m. And I jumped on there with him and a bunch of other people. We had a blast. It was really a lot of fun. We got Cindy. What's up, Cindy? She puts in her hashtag Capable. Thanks for showing up, Cindy. I hope you are doing well. Brian, he puts in his hashtag. So he's entered for the Capable issue 1. What's up, Brian? He says, hey, all. Let's see. I got to catch up. Phil's Treehouse. What's going on, man? Hope you're doing well, Phil. We have my comic pops, Indie Comics and Review. What's up, man? He says, good evening, folks. Good evening, Lorenzo. Glad you can make it, Pops. I hope you're doing well, man. Let's see. We got Mike, Evil's Comics. What's up, my brother, Mike? Hope you're doing well, brother. Let's see. Geek Out with Roscoe, another one of our special guests tonight. It'll be his first time hanging out with me on the live stream, and I'm looking forward to this. I love Roscoe's art that he does on Between the Lines, and I'm going to be talking to him about that, and he'll be showing us some of that tonight. So I'm really looking forward to that. But y'all get in your hashtag Capable. Sure to get that in. I'll give it a couple more minutes on that. And also, while we're waiting on that, I wanted to remind you guys about the CBC Awards. And got a clip here from Brian giving y'all a reminder about the CBC Awards. So I'll let Brian take it away.
Hey YouTube, Brian LCS, and just a friendly reminder that the Comic Book Community Award nominations are currently open. They close August 5th. So visit cbcawards.org to nominate your favorite content creators and channels in the comic book community today. Make sure your voice is heard.
Make sure your voice is heard, y'all. You got till August 5th, but don't wait till the last minute. Y'all go ahead and get in your nominations now. I'm going to give it another about 30 seconds, and we'll go ahead and pick a winner for the first one, the Kickstarter version of this issue 1 of Capable with the limited numbered hanger and Capable sticker. And definitely want you guys to check out this book. It's an awesome title, you guys. Let's see, what else do I got here as far as, let's see. Yeah, tomorrow's Independence Day. I hope y'all stay safe. Don't be drinking and driving on it, obviously. see, we got DAGR cards. What's up, man? Y'all get in your hashtag capable. I'll give it another 15, 20 seconds, and we'll go ahead and draw it. But yeah, man, let's see. Why is it saying, hold on. It's only saying 2 entries. That's not right. Why is it only saying 2 entries? Here, I may have to redo this real quick, y'all. I'm sorry. Let me redo this real fast. Let me, because it's only saying 2 entries, so something wasn't right there. We will redo this real quick. I apologize for the delay, you guys. Just going to set it up real quick. Because something didn't work out right with that. It said only had 2 entries. Okay, there we go. There we go. That's better. That's better. That had me freaked out for a second. Okay. Let's see. There we go. That had me freaked out for a minute. All right, let's go ahead and draw it. I've taken enough time with this. Good luck, guys, for the Capable Issue 1 Kickstarter. And the winner is Digger Jim. Congratulations, Digger Jim. Get with me and get me your address, and I will send this out to you as soon as possible. It's a holiday week, so there might be a slight delay, but I'll get this to you as soon as possible. Congratulations. And like I said, I may give away another issue for you guys, so stick around to the end of the live stream. But got some more news. Obviously, we had some sad news in the community, and I wanted to talk about that for a few minutes. Yeah, man, this past Monday night, we had Empire Comics on here hanging out with us, and then later that night sadly passed away. And we all found out, like, I was hanging out on Marcus's stream, and when we all found out the news, and we were all kind of in shock. We were all hoping that he had been hacked, and but sadly he wasn't hacked. He really had passed away. But this was devastating news. I've thought about this all week. I don't know. It just really, I don't know, man. It's just really sad. The man had children. I never got to meet him personally, but we supported each other, and I could see a lot of myself in him. And I watched what would be his final haul video a few days ago in absolute tears. And though I didn't personally know him, he was one of us. He was family, and he won't be forgotten anytime soon. On the screen is where you can find his GoFundMe. And let me take down this comment because I got the comment blocking it here. Sorry about that. Let me take that down and get that out of the way. But anyways, on the screen is his GoFundMe. I encourage you guys to all please help if you can. Now's the time really for the community to rise up. And if anything ever happened to me, I would want the community to rise up for my son. And this man definitely deserves no less. So please give if you can, and share the GoFundMe out. And definitely my heart breaks for those kids. But definitely wanted to share that out with you guys. And sad news. Sad news. Like I said, I thought about this all week. It's just kind of haunted my mind, and just really sad. But I hope everybody has a good 4th of July. I hope everybody stays safe. I realize that people will be drinking, partying, and just please don't be out drinking and driving or anything like that. If you need to hit me up, I'm always here, and just wanted to let you guys know that. But let's get out. Let's bring out the guests, man. Enough of the. I've taken enough of you guys' time talking, but let me get my little. Tonight's guests are brothers from another mother, two peas in a pod, the dynamic duo. Whatever you want to call them, with their powers combined, they are Between the Lines. This awesome audience-inclusive art show that comes on every Monday night right after this show at 8:35 p.m. Eastern Time. Y'all help me welcome two fan favorites of the comic book community, Geek Out with Roscoe and TM.
Yes, we're gonna cut that. Do you mind if we clip that? That was amazing, bro. That was phenomenal. Thank you so much. Love that intro. Holy macaroni. I'm going like, what? Yeah, so thank you so much, bro. Appreciate you having us, man. This is awesome.
Man, finally. Like, I'm so excited to have both of you on at the same time hanging out with me tonight. It's an honor. Obviously, I watch you guys' show every Monday. We're part of the same lineup. It's an honor that I get to do the live stream before yours and be a part of the whole deal with you guys. And yeah, man, I just glad to have you both on. I've had Travis on in the past, and I talked to him some about the Between the Lines live stream, but tonight I wanted to have both of you on and really take a deep dive into and celebrate the awesome and creative live stream that you guys have and have been successfully doing for a while now, man. And how long exactly has Between the Lines been a thing, and when exactly did it start?
Well, I'm gonna. Sorry, Travis. I don't mean to cut you off or anything. If you want, say hi to everyone. Travis, you need to say hi. Say hi to everyone.
Yeah, man.
Just like this is the quietest we've ever heard him ever. He's just like sitting there in the corner and just like, hello, everybody. And that Between the Lines has been going for quite a while, and it was going before I was even there. I was inducted into it, and I was even a guest. And later on, I'll show off a piece that Roscoe drew while I was on Between the Lines as a guest. But Roscoe, take it away. Tell the viewers, the people watching, these sexy people in the live stream, how Between the Lines got started.
Yeah, actually, it's funny. We were just talking about this the other day, and shout out to Bearded Comic Bro Greg. We were talking one time because I started on, Lamer Frame, Rod the Rican. Shout out Rod, the icon. So I started on here, and then I was like, man, I'd love to do a drawing show, right? And oh, here he is. And so he's like, dude, someone used to have a show called Drink and Draw, where he just had people on and everyone just, sipped and drank and they all drew. And I was like, okay, yeah, you can have that, like a gathering of people. But I was like, but I'd rather have it like maybe more intimate with someone, so a buddy of mine, Cardboard Crazies, hits me up and he goes, man, I would love to do a show with you. Shout out Chris, Cardboard Crazies. He goes, dude, I'd love to do a show with you. I think you're a lot of fun. I'm like, all right, cool, man. And he's like, do you have any ideas? And I was like, yeah, I was actually just thinking about one. And so it's like an interview show where we interview someone, but he's an artist as well. So what happened was I would draw, he would draw, and the guest would draw. And it was very complicated. Trying to, draw, run the chat, ask questions. You know what I mean? We would go back and forth with trying, but it was very difficult trying to get a full piece and, and having that dedication. So, we've been doing it. We were for about, it probably was about a year, like it wasn't as steady, and then, so me and Chris is like, hey man, I think, maybe we should get Travis involved, because we had Travis come and like he really like was shouting out the chat, so we were like, dude, I got to bring him on. And so Travis came on and was kind of like like the chat guy, if the chat had questions, or just he would control it if we were drawing and because like I said, when you're drawing, you're trying to think what you're doing, and if you're trying to run the show. So Travis would jump in and he would just like steer it the right way. So but Chris, Cobra Crazies, ended up He had a little baby, and he had to leave. And so what happened was Travis was like, I was like, "Yo, Travis, I want to keep doing this show." And Travis
Yeah.
was like, "Yeah, so do I." So I said, "Well, let's just keep it going, man." And and so it's just run so smooth now because Travis like runs a chat, and I love that we have now more of the community involved, way more,
Yeah.
with asking questions and also participating in the drawing itself. And I absolutely love that because I want the community and people in the chat to be as much as part of the show as we are. I mean, if you have a question, ask it. I mean, there's Dr. Von Hoot, man.
Ooh.
He has the same question all the time, and I love it because you get a different person's aspect of what they, and it's great, and then you have people like Phil, shout out Uncle Phil, who says pineapple on pizza. So I mean,
Yeah.
we have these regulars, and I love it. I mean, it's so great, it's so much fun. But like I said, the main thing is when Travis when Travis came aboard,
Yeah.
it became more community oriented, more community. Like we were able to, break that wall to get the community involved a lot more, because even trying to get people's at home editions was tough. Like, because then I'm on my phone and I'm like, so like I said, I always say this to a lot of people backstage and stuff, but I always say, yo, you need to get yourself a TM Nerdy. That's all I gotta say. He's the best. I
Somebody was
mean,
saying that in the comments a second ago.
yeah,
Yeah, that was Phil, and he took Roscoe's idea, and now I'm on moderating the chat. I'm not on Phil's show as much as I'm part of Between the Lines, but I'm happy to be part of Phil's show every Sunday or every second Sunday for Phil's Trios, because I love that too. I love trivia, but being part of Between the Lines is amazing, and I like what we started with doing the at-home editions, and that it used to be just showing it off of my phone in that, and then Katie gave me, shout out K-pop junkie, the turd Ferguson herself, she gave me the idea of just saving them. It's a little bit more work, but it's worth it because we get to see a lot more of the picture. So now I save them and then show them off, share screen and show them off in that, and we get questions from the chat, which makes it as much as we do have questions. I always have questions. I'll randomly ask and stuff, but the chat is so on top of asking questions. People are saying, "Why don't you ask the questions quicker?" than that. If I ask them too quick, then we'll still have to ask questions, and then we have to give time for the person that we have on, for Roscoe, and for the people at home to draw. Even though I've already gotten 3 at-home editions for a show after this, they're on top of things. But I absolutely love, like Roscoe said, the community. It's community based now. We have as much as the community in this. We love seeing at-home editions. We love seeing these kooky questions people ask and stuff, because it's not all serious in that. We just like to have a good time. Some questions are serious, and then we get Comic Journey, who he's a quagmire of everything.
Well, one thing that all of us have in common, that everybody that does the live streams on Monday night, is we're all comic book fans and comic book collectors, obviously. So I wanted to talk to you guys before talking about the channel some more. I wanted to talk to y'all a little bit about comic books, of course, obviously, because we all love them. But what are some comic books that both of you guys love?
I love Animal Man, Eclipso, Stargirl. These are my 3 favorites. No,
that's Travis. That sounds like Travis.
Well, I'll go first. So I am, it took me a little bit to find out what I wanted to collect and how I wanted to collect. And I feel like I always say this, but it's such a learning process, and I don't think you get it right away. You don't get it right away. I think it takes some time. You have to learn about other characters, and then you find out about different, indies and stuff like that. And I just feel like, I finally get into this thing now where I'm collecting cartoon and kind of like / nostalgia. Those books are what is like what I'm hitting. But are you asking about New Comic Book Day, or are you just like asking about like what
No,
am I hunting?
just anything in general.
Okay.
Just what do you enjoy reading? What do you enjoy collecting? Just in general.
Well, to be honest, recently, within the last year now, hanging out with Travis so much, I've been getting um DC has like really like some DC stories have really been like really good. And it's like I'm reading Superman right now, and I never would have thought I would be. And I'm really enjoying that. But I'm an indie guy, you know. I love a lot of indie. I like weird stuff, man. I like me and Comics by the Bay. Shout out Matt. We love Shirtless Bear Fighter. That was such a funny book. I love funny stuff. Like I think that's what I like to read more is like something more comedy. Did you read the Ric Flair Codename Ric Flair book? That one shot?
Nah, I never did. I wanted to. I missed it though.
I recommend it, man. It was a fun read, like stuff like that. Or the one that came out on 420 he was like a military guy. It was like, oh shoot, I can't remember the name,
I
but that
think I
was
know the one you're talking about. I can't think of the name of it though.
yeah, someone in the
God,
chat help me out if you know, but it was such a great fun read. I like fun reads like that. But recently, like I said, hanging out with Travis and then watching more Legion of Comics, Mark over there, DC, like, you know, they say, hey, these Batman One Bad Day one shots have been really good too to read. So I mean I keep evolving, you know, and especially as I talk to other people and get his secret history wormwood. Thank you, Callie. Thank you. I knew it'd be you, Callie. No,
Oh yeah, that was a Secret History of the War on Weed.
did you
Thanks,
read
Callie.
that one?
Yeah,
That
actually, I
was
did.
it,
I
it
picked that
was
one up. I
good.
had to pick that up. Yeah,
That
it
was
was good.
funny. That was
Yeah,
a funny one. I like
was.
that kind of stuff. Like, so I guess
I,
indies.
I was
indie
disappointed that
stories.
it didn't come out with another issue this year.
I
Like,
know.
because that was back in 2022, and then we didn't get one for April 20th this year,
And I thought they hinted at the end that there was going to be one.
right?
But anyway, but yeah, so I guess indies, because I love to read indie books and stuff, like Something is Killing the Children. I like that, but what I'm really like going after, collecting and stuff like that, no lie, is cartoons and nostalgia. And
Awesome.
shout out to my homie, may he rest in peace, my man Angel, Empire Comics. We shared the same love for those 80s, 90s, um, those number one issues. That's what he sent me. This is going back like about a year and a half ago, and he sent me page like all of a sudden I get a page and a page and a page, and it's all these handwritten in his notebook of like Muppet Babies #1, and it's like crossed out. And it's
Yes,
like Wayne Gretzky biography, and Rambo #1. You know what I mean? It's
those are
like, and
right
he's
up
like,
my
yo,
alley, man. Those
yeah,
are some good books.
so right. Oh man. So he had like Muppets in Manhattan and you know what I mean? Just like Terminator 2, So it's like, and he's like, dude, this is what I'm going for. And I was like, I'm going for the same stuff. So I like copied them and they've been in my phone forever. Um, but yeah, I'm trying to go through that list, but we just shared the same love. That's what I collect, that's what I'm looking for, man. I love that nostalgia hits me harder than anything else. Like right
Same.
now, I just sent my newsstand of Darkwing Duck issue #1. It's to
Yes,
get clean press and graded. So
that's awesome. That is
yeah,
really cool, man. I'm currently collecting those Darkwing Ducks. I'm buying the Trish Forstner covers for each issue right now on the
dude, I'm
current
loving
run.
it though.
It's
It
good. It's
reminds me of
good.
the cartoon
It
so much.
does.
So much. I mean, and I love it. I mean, I'm like, I can't. I'm like, this is great.
And
Gargoyle.
Negaduck's getting his own spinoff series.
I saw that. I did see that, man. Yeah, but Gargoyles, it was okay. It didn't hit me like Darkwing Duck. Immediately hit me like it was a new episode that came on the TV.
Yeah,
Like
exactly, man. It
100%
took me straight back to the cartoon.
with the cell phones. And like, you know, that first issue, man, I was just like, dude, this would be perfect. I mean, you literally can make these into episodes now, and people, I mean, I would watch them. I mean, I don't know who else,
Sure.
but but yeah. So I don't want to take any too much time. Sorry, Travis. I know you got a lot to
I,
talk about. Anime, man.
I don't like, and that's what gets me too, because like Disney could do that. They could bring back Darkwing Duck and start making it into production, start writing and animating new shows. Like they need, like, you think about it, there's not that many new animations that Disney is doing like for TV, and then their comics are selling well, so why not bring that to Disney Plus and that as a series and stuff, have it coming out each week, but don't do it like they're doing it with the comic book, and don't ruin it like they did with what was that show? Wow, I'm blanking in that. It was Scrooge McDuck.
Yeah.
And that
awesome,
they remade that, and it sucked. It sucked. So you know what I'm talking about? Scrooge McDuck, the one
The newest
with
one.
his three nephews and stuff.
Oh yeah, dude, that was a big letdown.
Yeah, they bring that back, but if they bring back Darkwing Duck, then it like, and the way that they're doing it with this, then they would have a great
I
spin-off
think it
show.
would be amazing.
DuckTales.
Thanks, Trev.
I want some Chippendales Rescue Rangers. That was my jam.
Did you like the
Chippendales
movie?
Rescue- Huh?
Did you like the movie?
I never saw the movie. I just always watched the cartoon after school.
Wait, you didn't see the new Chip and Dale's movie?
No, I didn't know there was.
You'll like it. If you like the
Atlanta?
cartoon, you'll love the movie.
I'm
Yeah.
out of the loop on that. I did not know.
My favorite character. Oh, I Zipper.
Yes, Monty. That's awesome, man. That's really cool.
Yeah.
My favorite characters.
Now, what got you into art, Roscoe? What was it that led you into artwork?
Cartoons.
You're an amazing artist, man.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Cartoons, man. Cartoons. That was it, man. Like ever since I could pick up a crayon, I literally was drawing. I mean, it may not have looked right, but I tried. But as I got, I remember like but cartoons, and then like shout out Mama Roscoe, my mom.
Yeah.
She used to watch a lot of us little ones, and you know, she could only do so much outside with us playing wiffle ball and all that, you know, right? So she was like, we got to cool off. So she would walk us to our local library, and I literally would I would, you know, read the Garfield comic strips, you know, and so those got me, you know, laughing and stuff. And I read these other little, you know, other cartoon like base books. There's one with dinosaurs, and I can't remember the name of it. And I used to read those all the time. But those made me want to draw. Those definitely made me want to draw. Were cartoons, man. We're just yes, it was Louis, my man, my bro. But yeah, that's basically
I gotta check that
cartoons,
out.
man. Like cartoons and reading cartoons, watching cartoons. So yeah, that was a shout out to Ma. What up, Ma? So yeah, that was it though, you know. And I have and then you know Saturday mornings, bro. You know, you get your bowl of cereal, and so I'd have my bowl of Cheerios without milk, and I know people hate that, but I would eat it like, you know, like a chip, you know, like I just be, you know.
Was that your preferred cereal of choice on Saturday morning?
Always.
What would yours
Cheerios.
be, Travis, as a kid?
Honeycomb.
Honeycomb.
Oh.
That's an interesting choice. Mine would have been Fruity Pebbles.
I love.
Oh. I just saw Waffle Crisp is back in stores.
Waffle
Never even
Crisp.
heard of that.
Oh man,
It's a good one.
that's a good one. That's an old school, but yeah, my bad, Travis. I'm sorry. I didn't want to take away from you again. Like I said, my bad. Let's hear about Animal Man and. Oops.
I'm not an artist, so
That's my alarm for between.
No,
the lines.
Travis, man. What? Talk about some comic books that you're into, man. I want to hear about you too. Obviously,
I like different types of comics as well. Like, of course, I'm reading action comics, Superman, Green Arrow, on DC that's coming out. I'm reading a lot of the Night Terrors, but like I also said, I fell in love with Animal Man, and it was just like random. It wasn't like I was searching for him or anything. This is like pick up a book, even though it's like an unknown character like Animal Man. It doesn't have to be Animal Man. It could be a different C-list character, D-list character. You might fall in love with it because maybe a writer will take it and make it something great. So
Yeah.
And they're working extra hard to do the writing in this story. So Jeff Lemire was the one who made me fall in love with Animal Man, and all I did was go to my local library and seen it there, and I was like, you know what, I'll give it a try. I fell in love with that character, and that he's like such a weird character, and that so you guys know Swamp Thing, Avatar for the Green, and then there's the Rot, and then there's the Red. So you have the Parliaments, and Buddy Baker, Animal Man, was Avatar for the Red, and then that was what Grant Morrison did. Shout out Grant Morrison, fantastic writer as well. He took
absolutely
that character and changed him around, because he changed him they retconned him from the original to this story, saying because in the original he was abducted by aliens and given the powers of animals and stuff, and he doesn't change into the animals like Beast Boy and that, but he had the powers of animals and that. But Grant Morrison retconned it and said he was the Avatar for the Red. Jeff Lemire came along and kind of retconned that and saying, no, you are not the Avatar for the Red, Buddy Baker. Your daughter is. You're just the protector of the Avatar of the Red. And then you had a 3-year-old girl that's just coming out, and it was just, yeah. And being Avatar for the Red, you have full control over every blood living thing in the universe, and not just this universe, multiple verses.
Oh,
so
that's
he's
pretty
like
cool.
The multiverse is cool.
Awesome.
Just like Swamp Thing is controller of the green, and Poison Ivy is connected to the green, but he is a very powerful character. And then later on, as you see, we got Beast Boy, who is connected to the Red as well. So it's just you never know what kind of characters you're gonna find and you're gonna fall in love with by just trying something out. So I urge everybody to try something out. And yeah, I love some indies as well. Speaking of Grant Morrison, we have We 3, which if you guys have ever heard, if you guys have seen Guardians of the Galaxy, I'm going to spoil a little bit. There is like a character in Guardians of the Galaxy it's a bunny. It has the mechanical stuff in that. I got during that scene I got a lot of We 3 connection, because in We 3 it's cybernetic animals. Like the government's working on cybernetic animals and changing them, and it's kind of really cool because it's Homeward Bound meets Universal Soldier in this We 3 story by Grant Morrison, and it was fantastic.
Sounds awesome. Yeah, man.
Yeah, Sleeping Comics is doing a auction tonight to raise money for Empire, as well as I believe tomorrow night. I believe that's what he said. I'll have to double check, but Dan Dillatore, I think, is getting together with some people as well, and is doing a auction to raise money for Empire's family as well. So, and he showed some banger books, man. I can't remember if it's tomorrow or Wednesday, but
that's really cool. That's a good thing, man. That's awesome.
Love this community, man.
Yeah, I definitely plan on contributing, man. It breaks my heart. It absolutely breaks my heart.
Oh yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Well, you guys do one thing I like so much about your live stream is you do these the themed shows, and it could be anything. Like when I was on there, we did Earth 138, which is the multiverse, where Spider-Punk comes from, and it was a lot of fun. But what am I trying to say? What were some of your favorite topics that you guys have done, or themes? I mean, like what were some of the funner ones that you did, or some of the more memorable ones? I guess you could say, not necessarily favorite.
Yes, Lady F.
Lady F had one of the weirdest.
What am I looking at? A hot dog?
This is Gandalf the Glizzy.
That's awesome. That's hilarious.
Gandalf the Glizzy. She wanted to do. She said, "Can we do Lord of the Ring characters but in like hot dog or like, sausage like type of like, and I'm like, it's your choice. It's whatever you want to do. So here's my Gandalf the Glizzy over here.
That's hilarious. Oh man.
That one was probably, I want to say, the weirdest.
That's pretty memorable.
Yeah.
It definitely sticks out. Picking and punching. What's up, man?
I wish I still had the piece, but another memorable one was when we had Kyle Stram from Twig.
That was a good show.
And I did the Bravo, Johnny Bravo as Terminator.
Yes.
Shout out to Two Brothers. Dustin from Two Brothers bought it from me during Heroes Con. So
that's sweet, man. Now I asked both of you if you had any of the art that you guys had done on the show, and you said like you had sold a lot of it, but you had a few pieces, right?
Oh, I still have a ton. I still have a ton of pieces. I wish I sold a lot. Now, here's one. Bearded Comic Bro was on, and he had Batman villains.
Yes, I remember that one.
I couldn't just do a Batman villain, so I had to do the Icy polar bear as Mr. Freeze. I got to do some weird stuff. This is one of my absolute favorites. I'm a huge Bob's Burgers fan, if no one knew.
Okay.
So
what's Bob's Burgers?
My Tina. Here's my Tina as Little Mermaid.
That's good, dude. That's killer.
And she has little hamburger buns instead of shells.
Oh, that's awesome.
So
that's so good, dude.
That's one of my
very
favorites.
Creative, man. I don't know how you think of that kind of stuff. The little touches like that.
I don't know. I'm like, what can I do? What can I put together? And my mind just comes out weird stuff. And you should see sometimes a lot of stuff that I draw doesn't even come up because I'm like, that doesn't work. And then I throw it away. And then you have to restart what I'm trying to do. And it's crazy.
Now, are you are you hard on yourself? Are you overcritical on yourself as an artist?
Yeah, absolutely. 100%. I'm way too hard on myself. Yep. Absolutely. It sucks because literally, it's funny. One time I had a bunch, I was like, I had a bunch of garbage, and I was like, my buddy was helping me. He's like, hey, I'll clean up. I'm like, okay. He's like, you want to throw this out? I'm like, yeah. And he's like, why do you want to throw this out? Are you kidding me? And I'm like, dude, it's horrible. And he's like, I don't see what's wrong with so he found like 10 pieces of stuff thrown in there, and so yeah, it gets frustrating, but yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I found a lot of really good artists and writers are way overcritical of themselves and their work.
Yeah.
Tend to be your own worst enemy.
Yeah, I've been like that the whole life drawing.
Well, a lot of times we tend to be our own worst enemy. You know what I mean? Most people are. Well, Travis, man, what are some y'all had a ton of guests? Huh? Yeah, show me what you do.
Okay, so I'll show you a few things. Yeah, I'll show you a few pieces I have here. This one was when I was a guest, and Roscoe drew. This is Rhinox from Beast Wars, one of my favorite cartoons as a child.
Hell yeah, that's cool, dude. I like that a lot.
And then I have something that Neighbor to the North drew and sent to me, Ahoy Sailors.
Yes.
Yes.
Look at that ass.
Yes, that's cool.
Our guest tonight, who was previously on, he did this at home, and then he won it, or he sent it to me, and that this is from Cali Comics.
Shout out Cali Comics.
Between the Lines, Snorks.
Oh,
it's when we had the theme for Hanna-Barbera.
That's a great
And to
thing.
go with that is the only thing I ever drew on the show for Hanna-Barbera was Droopy the dog.
Yes.
So Travis, do you don't usually draw on the show, right? You just kind of control the flow of the show.
Yeah, I could if I wanted to, but Roscoe is critical about his work. I look at it, I'm just like, wow, that's terrible. So like I'm very critical on art that I do. I'm not an artist. I never took classes. I never grew up doodling or anything like that, but I'll give my hand a try, and that was the only time because I absolutely love Droopy the dog. So other than that, that was the one and only time that I ever drew. And how many shows have we done? So
A lot, right? You
Yeah,
guys have been doing this a while.
I mean, yeah. I mean, so you think what? It's been like we've been doing it for what, at least a half a year now? Longer than that?
more than
Yeah, it's got to be longer than that. So I mean, yeah. I mean, we've done. I don't know. Like I said, I have a ton of art here. Like it's still here. You know, like when we had Trish Forstner on. I did Bart Simpson, Homer. You know,
that was a lot of fun
another
too.
fun show. She's
That was
amazing.
a fun one.
We love Trish.
I liked
She's a
when we
great
had
artist.
Alex on. Alex,
Yep,
I loved
Alex.
having Alex on at both shows and stuff. I had her on chatting with the comic community. She's a great artist as well. I'm loving how I know how the show used to be and that, but
Mhm.
we're actually getting like actual artists on, like Trish Forstner. We got Kyle
Yeah.
Stram, which is Kyle
That was
Stram's
a cool
freaking
one.
fantastic.
Who
Mhm.
we just had last week.
We had Ryan Adagawa, who is like he's done covers, he's done interiors, he's worked on animation, and like we also had like I can't say her name, no, can't say this person's name because the show isn't out yet or what the show is, but that person worked on the animation for that show, and like as soon as it comes out, I'm going to be screaming the high heavens that I know the person that did some animation on that show because it's going to be
Cool.
it's a big animation show that's coming out in the future from Marvel Studios.
That's exciting. Hell yeah. Yeah, y'all have had some amazing guests, man. Y'all have
So
had some really
I love
good-
I love how like because you think about it too, you're just like, oh man, Kyle Stram, oh no, Ryan Adagawa, oh Alex, oh Trish Forster in that, like he's like, oh, how am I gonna? They're just as amazing and fun to have on as anybody else in the comic community, and they're like. I have Kyle Stram on Facebook now, and some of the stuff he posts is hilarious. We go back and forth sometimes. He just posted a picture of himself whenever he was a kid. I was like, dude, what? You look so funny. He's like, I know. So it's cool. Like we get to meet these people and we get to have communications with them. That's another thing I love about this community too, because like I'm in Canada, Roscoe's in Florida. We have like Dr. Von Hoops in the UK. We have Glenn, who's in. Like everybody's scattered throughout this community, but I've never been so close to anybody, but yet so far away. And I love how we can connect with people through this platform and that. So really honored to be accepted. Like shout out to Chris Cardboard Crazies, shout out to Roscoe for inviting me onto Between the Lines, and how I keep trying to bring more and more stuff to Between the Lines to make it better. And I've according to Roscoe, I've been succeeding. So
yeah.
So
yeah, no, I would say you have, man. I because like from me speaking as someone watching from the sidelines, I've watched you guys show continue to grow and get better and evolve each live stream. And like you were saying before, you guys get these amazing guests. A lot of beautiful art has come out of the live stream from Roscoe himself, but the at home, the stuff that people send in.
Yeah.
You have your people like Actual Dracula and just sending them beautiful artwork, and just so many beautiful pieces come from this stream. And yeah, man, you guys continue to grow and get better, and I've enjoyed watching it, and that's why I wanted to have y'all on tonight to just celebrate between the lines, man. And
I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much. You know, and like you said, there's so many amazing community artists too. You know, it's unbelievable. Like, but you said Drac. Shout out to Drac because he was
out.
our first person. He was our first person on Between the
Awesome.
Lines. So he was our very first guest. He, soon as he heard about this and like we told him what the show like was about, he was like, "Yo, you better have me on." So he was the first guest. And but let me tell you, I love this show, and I love like I've been trying to make connections at like when I was in MegaCon and when I was at Heroes Con, and I'm trying to link with some of these artists and stuff, and I'm meeting some people that like they're not like they're not like they're not like household names, but they're phenomenal. And I'm like, yo, I'd love for you to be on Between the Lines, and they're like, oh, okay, yeah, interview show, and I was like, well, but we all draw, and then when I tell them that, they're like, well, that's cool, like that's
It's an
pretty
interesting
like,
twist.
yeah. So when I tell people that, they go, huh. I even asked Ed Pisker when I met him, and let me tell you something. He was like, I go, because I always ask, this is what I do. I go, do you do interview shows? And people go, oh yeah, right. And they, some people are like, yeah, I do interview shows, or people are like, yeah, I do. But then I'm like, well, just to let you know, mine has a spin on it. We actually draw while we do the interview. We all draw, and then we show what we did at the end. And then they're like, oh, all right, and then they get that like,
So let me ask you, did it work with Pisker?
Yeah, he said just hit him up. He said he's
Dude.
busy. He's busy the next few months. But once I told him that we were all drawing, he was like, but then I said, but you pick the theme. Then he was on, like, it looked like it clicked, like he was like, all right, like he's like, I'm busy these next few months because I guess he has cons.
Yeah.
So but he's like, just shoot me an email, man, and so I gave him a card, and that was it, man.
Dude. Hell yeah,
so
man.
There's a
I just gotta say this, like, it does not hurt to ask people to like reach out to people like artists or comic writers, and all you're gonna do is ask, and most of the time they are more than happy to come on and stuff. Because I remember when I first was starting out my channel and stuff, I picked like 5 writers and artists and stuff, like Chris Burnham, who was writing Beast Wars at the time, fan of Beast Wars, of course, Trish Forster and stuff. I reached out to these people and was like, yeah, they're probably all going to say no.
You never know, man.
It was worse, because all 4 out of the 5 people I asked said yes, and I was like, oh, I just overdid it and asked a bunch of these people, but I grew relationships. Like Trish Forster, I can't wait. Like, I heard that you're going to have her on the show in the future. I look forward to that, because she is an amazing individual. I've had her on my show. I was on another panel with her on a different show. And of course, we've had her on Between the Lines, and she's just an absolute pleasure to have. Such a great person.
Dude, I'll tell you who you guys need to hit up. That's an amazing artist, and I feel like you might stand a good chance of getting her on. Beautiful artwork. Francesca Fantini. She did work on Steak. It's actually Jonathan Hedrick's wife.
Okay.
Beautiful artwork. But dude, man, I think you guys should hit her up. Seriously.
Yeah, for sure.
Just an idea.
Yeah, I like what Dr. Von Hook said in the chat. Try and get DWJ. He already does YouTube drawing. Might be up for it. That is incredible. Also, I want to say this too, because Roscoe said this to me a while ago that blew my mind. Because of course we're friends with Kyle Strom now.
Yes. That's awesome.
Roscoe met Scotty Young at Heroes Con, and apparently
I'm wearing his artwork on his shirt right now.
Apparently.
No, I'm just kidding.
It's like, where am I? I don't know how to change this around. It's like, oh shit. Apparently, Scotty Young has heard of Between the Lines. Kyle Stram has talked to Scotty about it and stuff. Yes. So who knows? We might. But then you have some people you reach out to, because like I reached out to Nathan Zerdy, because I've been loving Nathan Zerdy's covers. He saw my message but hasn't replied. So, Nathan, if you're watching this, please reply to me.
But you know what's really so this is really crazy. When I was at Heroes Con, I met a couple of artists that like I didn't know, but I've seen their art. This guy's name is Chris Visions on Instagram. He's been doing Monarch, and he's doing Philadelphia covers. His stuff is beautiful. Beautiful, right? I go up and I'm like, hey man, I was like, I just got to tell you, your stuff is gorgeous. I love this stuff, right? He's like, hey man, thanks. And I was like, do you do interview shows? He's like, yeah, man, I'd love to do an interview show, right? And I was like, oh, cool, man. And I was like, just to let you know though, we draw while we're on the show. And he's like, wait a minute. And I was like, he's like, what's the name of your show? And I said, it's Between the Lines. And he goes, dude, I heard about your show, man. And I went,
that's crazy.
What? Like, no way. He's like, yeah, man, you had the guy from Twig, Kyle Strum, on a couple weeks ago, and I was just like, yeah. Like, so I thought, I mean, so that's just like, was like, what? Like, but he was like, dude, I'd love to be on. You just let me know when. And I was like, what? So it was crazy. Like I said, I was doing a lot of connecting and stuff. While I was at the con, trying to get some artists and people, but I was also trying to get some artists that people don't know, but like the underground guys that should know, like people should know. So, but it was fun. I mean, that was a lot of fun. But yeah, I was handing them out, and shout out again to my man Comics by the Bay, who was with me almost the entire time. He would hype me up too, man.
That's awesome, dude.
And we're open to, like, because sometimes we may not know, like, people in this comic community who are artists, because we're finding out on Between the Lines, like, every week somebody new sends in
a lot
an
of good artists out there.
Whoa,
Yeah.
like C Bizzle was one of them. We got him booked for a future show.
Shout out C
so
Bizzle.
feel free to hit up me or Roscoe and be like, hey, you know what? Do you guys mind, like, having me on Between the Lines? We'll never say no. We'll never say no, and that you don't have to be a great artist, or if you just want to come on, have some fun with us, feel free to do that. Like, like right now, I've been hitting up people. Actually, I've been, shout out K-pop Junkie. I've been hitting up her because she puts on this artist show called the Fardius feature, and she knows a lot of Kickstarter artists. And she's been having them on and stuff. And some of the artists, actually, Dave Brown is one of them. We will have him on this month over on my channel.
Yep.
So I look forward to him being on the show as well. So I love, like Roscoe said, the indie kind of artists and stuff, the artists that are just getting up there, I like to have them on. But it's really cool to have superstar artists like Kyle Stram, Trish Forster to come on as well.
Well, and like once you get a few of those names, then you kind of have, like, when you're talking to other artists that are kind of on their level, and you have the names, you can kind of name drop a little bit or whatever, and it helps the cause, I'm sure. To have built up a rapport with other artists.
We never name drop. We never name drop Kyle Stram.
Yeah, we never name drop Ben Temple Smith. We don't do that.
You got it right, Natagawa.
Do you guys have any other cool guests coming up that you haven't talked about yet? Anything else that you want to promote?
Oh, Scotty. Oh, okay. I see what you're trying to get out here. You're trying to see what no, we're booked for.
We have Comic Journey. No, we're only booked for this month. We need to go get some more people.
What do you got coming up?
We have Comic Journey's favorite person, Rob Liefeld, coming on. No, I'm just kidding. That'd be Bueller couldn't even get him. No, well, we have Izzyverse. Like tonight, we have Cali Comics, but Izzyverse awesome, next dude. Week. We have a girl that's unknown coming on Roscoe's channel that is fantastic artist as well, and cute as a boot. Well, cuter than a butte, but she looks like my ex-girlfriend, but that's all right.
Yeah, she's a cutie, but she's but her art is awesome. She's got some really cool art. But yeah, I was Scotty did a drink and draw. Yep. Oh, that's awesome. Beckerman get the
wing spot.
He was the VIP. Let me tell you, at Heroes Con, he was the most famous person there.
Beckerman?
Yeah.
Man, everybody loves Beckerman.
Man, you dropped his name, you got it wherever you wanted. That's all I got to say. I don't know what it was, but Becker, you say Becker, and they're like, oh, they already opened the door for you.
Check it out. I'm going to drop him. I'm dropping him right now.
Yes.
Shout out Beckerman.
My man.
I heard Beckerman. You had a girlfriend? Yes, I've had a girlfriend at least once in my life. No. I heard Beckerman's shorter than he appears.
He's
6'5", actually.
I'm I'm like 6 foot tall with shoes on, and she's shorter than me. He's probably 5'9", 5'10", if I had to guess. How tall are you, Beckerman? 5'9", 5'10".
Shorter.
Oh, shoot.
Okay,
That
let's talk about have you ever really like royally screwed up as far as like have you ever had any real bad fuck ups on a live stream before?
When I first started, I had nothing. I didn't have a computer. All I did was use my old phone, and it was just horrible. My sound was always off. And it was just so bad. And for the longest time, if you ever see Old Wolf, Rod the Rican, any of these guys, these OGs, and if they see me come on and I start talking, they're like, "What, Roscoe? What'd you say?" That's it. That's the reason. That my mic was so bad. There was a time where I was yelling because what happened was I won on Lamer Frame, and when you win, you come back on the next week. So I was using this old piece of crap phone, and oh man, that was like the worst. So I will never, ever, 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 ever hear the end of it from Old Wolf or Rod. They go, "What, Roscoe? What'd you say? Can't hear you." So that was my first experience, and I almost didn't even want to do YouTube. I was like, I'm never gonna do this again. But no, my buddy was like, "Bro," he gave me his old computer, and it just went from there. But that was basically that, and then just recently when I was trying to do the giveaway show, when I was backstage, I was so upset, man. I was so mad. We started the show so late, and I was just livid. But that was basically the only two times. I mean, I don't think I ever did anything else.
No,
I pretty much. What,
sorry.
Travis?
I was gonna say the only time with me was the time that I got a new laptop and it didn't work. I got rid of it. I'm still using my Chromebook. I said screw it. I couldn't, for some odd reason, the bandwidth on it was like I was choppy and that wasn't connecting right to the internet. It was with and I was just having a bad day too because I wasn't supposed to work and I was late coming in to between the lines and I didn't have everything connected and it was with Ignacio. So and it was just an upsetting. I was just upset in general during that show. So it was just like I was choppy, wasn't doing well. Roscoe had to take over in that. And Roscoe was like, he's like, "You never do that to me again." After the show. No, I'm just kidding.
Or you're off the show. You're out of here.
Each week he says before the show, he sits me down and we have like a little group meeting before the show, and he's like, "Listen, you screw up one more time, you're out of here."
Gone, man.
And that's how we start between the lines every week. So I'm always like nervous. And I'm like, it's like I need to do it right. I need to do it right, or else I'm off the show. So
and then you hit the
always try
live
to be
button and he puts on a smile.
I'm like, "Wait a minute. Hey, everybody!"
Yes, exactly. I pretty much mess up any time. Do what?
I was just reading Matt's ladies.
Oh, I pretty much mess up anytime I try to do a live stream giveaway. Like I've only done it successfully. Like I'm like 1 for 5. So anytime there's a giveaway involved, I'm going to screw up.
I was like, I saw the one. I was like, "Oh, I want to get in that one." I was like, "That's so awesome. I wanted to read that book."
Yeah,
but I was like, so I got to get, maybe if there's another one, maybe.
I'm actually, speaking of that, I was getting ready to bring it up. I'm gonna run another one right now. We'll do hashtag capable again, and if you guys have any questions for TM Nerdy and Roscoe, feel free to ask. But I'm gonna run another giveaway where this one is the store version of Capable issue 1, but I also threw in a numbered limited rocker and or hanger and a sticker as well. So this is the store version of Capable issue 1. So I'm gonna send a copy of this out to one lucky winner.
I met Jonathan at MegaCon.
Jonathan's an awesome guy, man. I'm proud to call him a friend. I talk to him all the time. He's an awesome dude.
Yeah, I bought the John Jang recount cover from him. So he signed it, and then I went right over to John and he signed it. So I have like this double sig recount John Jang cover. But what was really crazy is that I met him the day before. I met him on Friday, And then on Saturday, I'm in a line to meet David Nakayama, and he's behind me, and I'm like, dude, that voice sounds familiar. And I'm like, I was like, hey man, I was like, Jonathan, right? And he's like, yeah. I was like, hey, what's up? And so we were talking in line because waiting for David Nakayama to sign, and it was just cool. He was just such a cool guy. It was just such a nice guy. So yeah,
He's
that was
awesome,
cool. That's another thing
He
I
is
love,
awesome.
man. I've been to these 2 cons, and now I'm like, I want more. Like, I want more of this. I want Heroes Con already 2024. Please. Like,
I'm gonna go this year, man. I'm definitely going in 2024, so I'll be there. You guys get in your hashtag capable. We'll give it a few minutes, and if you have any questions for Roscoe, it looks like we do have a question from Travis.
oh,
Roscoe, are you as cuddly as you look?
absolutely. You could ask. You can ask people now that met me at Heroes Con. I had a lot of people hugging me. So,
Oh man.
I love it. But I want to say, Scotty, thank you so much, bro. Truly appreciate what you do for this community, and what you do for our show. I mean, you promote us almost more than we promote us. So I just want to say I truly appreciate you and what you do again for not only us, for everyone in this community, bro, because this show is amazing. And honestly,
Thank you.
so many people love this show. And I want to say again, I don't think I properly said congratulations, bro. Reaching 1,000 is unbelievable. So,
Thanks, man.
just keep doing what you're doing, man. And again, me and Travis truly, truly, we from the bottom of our hearts, thank you again for all the support and everything. Again, promoting our show. So, and having us on tonight, man. So, thank you,
Dude. I'm always in your corner, man. I have so much respect for you both and what you're doing, and the fact that I was able to kind of hook up with you guys and jump in front of your show, and you allowed me to, and just I don't know, just getting to know you guys, man. You're 2 really cool people that I've enjoyed getting to know, and I love Between the Lines. It's one of my favorite live streams. I enjoy it every Monday night. And every week, like I was saying earlier, you guys just continue to grow and evolve and get better. And I look forward to seeing what you guys do in the future, man, and who you get on.
Oh yeah, man. We got big things planned, man. That's all I gotta say. I've been networking, and like I said, I'm excited
It's
because,
not
like I
just
said, I
you
love this
networking.
show.
I've been networking too.
Hey, I'm just saying. I mean, we both are. That's what we're supposed to do for this show. But I'm excited because like I got to do it in person with people, and that's what But again, I'm excited for the show. I love doing this show because, like Travis has mentioned, and I want to say, we're all about having fun. That's it. We're not there to be like, yo, I'm the best. This is, I mean, like, you know what I mean? Like, we're there having a good time. That's what we're just in a relaxed atmosphere. Again, with the questions that come from the chat. So a lot of them are silly and just fun. We're not
It's
asking
fun.
you, what's your what I mean? We're asking you like my favorite question is to go, what food do you hate? You know what I mean? Like, I love seeing what people say. We've had
Yeah.
sloppy joes on there more than 2 or 3 times, I think. So, but I just love it. It's just a good, fun time, and that's why we love to see people draw from home. And people are like, when people go, I don't really know, I'm not good at drawing. Well, do you like drawing? Well, yeah, then do it. We're if you have fun, we just want to have fun. Just have fun with it. So
Roscoe
again,
brings up the point of big things are on the horizon. Like WB is hitting us up too, and like where they're thinking of a Max show between now.
Oh yeah,
that would be cool. That would be different. Like, and that would be totally different if we I think we do less work. I think we just show up and the network would get us guests. Like that's how that would work. But who knows?
we're trying
Who
to
knows
do
where
what Hot
Between the
Ones
Lines.
did. We're trying to be like Hot Ones. We're trying to get to that.
Yeah. Next we'll have like celebrities on like that do animation for cartoons and stuff. Like we have the people that are coming that did Across the Spider-Verse. Like,
imagine.
Well, all right. I guess
who knows? Like,
I'm
I'm
gonna
just
go
gonna
ahead
say
and
this.
run
Like,
that. Sorry, man. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, like, who knows? Like, I have full confidence that we'll go up there and we'll have guests like that have done actual animation on cartoons. and that like the sky's the limit and stuff. I'm not putting any limit
Yeah.
or cap onto like where we go with this show. We'll go as far as we can, and we're capable. We're capable. Hit that.
With that being
Let's see
said,
what-
man, let's do this last drawing. Good luck, guys,
Let's go. Go Roscoe. Hope you win.
for this
I mean-
capable issue 1 with the
Oh, shoot, I don't
limited
think I'm in there
hanger
again.
and sticker.
No.
TM Nerdy. Holy
Yes.
shit, bro.
Roscoe jinxed himself. I was like sitting there. I was actually like, actual
here.
Dracula came up, and I was just like, watch. Actual Dracula came up. Watch, another Canadian pops up at the second, and it's rigged, guys. It's all rigged.
Congratulations, bro. It couldn't go to a
love
more
it.
deserving person. I want to share this with you, so I'm gonna send one of these copies your way, and so you win that and the limited numbered hanger and sticker. So yeah, man.
Yeah, you can
Congratulations.
send it to me. You'll get to him.
Okay, I'll send it to Roscoe.
You could too, because Roscoe has a giant box coming my way. So
It's ridiculous. I don't know. It's probably going to cost me $1 million.
Well, dude, man, it's been a pleasure being part of this Monday night comic book community lineup with you guys. It really has, man, and it's been a pleasure getting to hang out with you guys tonight. I gotta let you go because you got Cali Comics probably waiting.
I already hit him up, and I already pushed back the show.
Can I just show something real quick, Scotty? Is that cool?
Yes, yeah, man. Show anything you got for us. I want to
just
see
want to
it.
show. I took this. I mean, I have a lot of stuff here that I took, but here I'm gonna show this from my man Marcus.
That's
Something
dope.
killing the
Erica
children.
Slaughter. Hell yeah.
But here's something I found. I don't think anyone's ever seen this, but Fear and Loathing, right, in Las Vegas.
Of course, I love that movie.
So
I lived that movie for
there was a Ren and
period of my
Stimpy
life.
cover, but I kind of swiped it and made them look like the.
That may possibly be my favorite piece I've ever seen of yours, Roscoe.
This was a long time ago.
Dude, I love that. I love that.
Here's another cool thing I don't think a lot of people have ever seen. This is like a.
Is that piece for sale?
Absolutely, everything's for sale, man. If I have it in my hands, it means it's for sale.
I might need that piece, man. That's
and then got a shout out, man. Tomorrow is 4th of July.
Yep.
So here's this old like weird flag I did. Like I said, I found this whole stuff. And then I don't know if anyone's ever seen this, but Echo, the clothing brand Echo.
Oh yeah.
So I really liked it, and so I drew this rhino, right?
That's killer. I love that.
But he's got like the Echo chain.
Yeah, he does. The logo.
So yeah,
That's awesome.
gave him a gold tooth. I don't know if anyone's ever I don't know if I've ever shown this off. So
nope.
I dig that.
And then you started the show off with Biggie, the immortal Biggie Shack, and okay. So you want to know something weird? I drew this picture way before YouTube. This is back in probably 2000, probably like 18 when I started, just dabbling back into it. And I drew this guy, and I found it, and I was like, man, this looks like Biggie Shack, and.
It does, dude. That looks just freaking like Biggie Shack.
And they're like these tentacles, like these, I did like the octopus, like it was just something different. But this is before I even knew who he was.
But that's crazy how similar that looks to him. Throw some gold chains on, and that's him.
Dude, isn't that wicked? Like I was like, dude, that looks just like the immortal one.
Yes, it really does, dude.
It's funny. The other day, I was like, when I found this though, I was like, I'm gonna have to send this to him. So I think this is gonna be going to Biggie.
Yeah, man, he needs that. That looks just like him.
And like I said, it was before I even knew who he was. So, but again, I have a lot of a lot of stuff. This is funny. I made this as for a shirt contest.
Ah,
French kiss, French maids.
Like a logo.
Didn't win,
That's cool.
but all good. But yeah, so again, I got a lot of stuff out. Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Love that.
But yeah, bro, I don't know. I can keep going and going.
Dude, I'll keep watching.
And I got my
Yes,
Beetlejuice.
I love that. That's amazing. That one's really good, man. I love that cartoon growing up.
Yeah, same. Here's one that I haven't shown off in a long time. My Moon Knight.
I like that a lot. That's killer. That'd be a cool tattoo.
Pigman.
That's cool. Yes, the facial expression's awesome. I remember. Yes, you showed that one before, right? That one's really cool.
Yeah. Here's Shining.
Nice. I love my horror.
It reminds me of something like from Tiny Toons or Animaniacs.
Bill and Ted. Love it. Love it.
Yeah.
Dude, you're very talented, man. That's oh, dude. Look at the beard, man. That's so cool.
Yeah, I got pieces for days. Like I said, I've been doing so many shows with Travis now.
I'm enjoying checking them out. Some Spidey 2099. Is that what? Yes.
Yeah, it's oh gosh, now I forgot the character's name.
With a sombrero.
It's oh man, I'm blanking on his name. He's a Looney Tunes character. Baba Louie. Baba Louie.
Okay. Now that you say it, yeah, I see the combination.
Yeah, it's Baba Louie and Spider-Man 2099 because Baba Louie was Mexican, so I had to put that was one of my favorite, So yeah, I mean, it's just some things. And this awesome. Has to go out. I'm putting this out as well. This is the Cocaine Yogi Bear. This shout out brother Joe won this, so this goes out in the mail this week as well. So
hell yeah, that's an awesome thing to get in the mail.
All right, and then I don't know. I think that's it. Oh, and this goes out this week as well. Shout out to Dale. I made a trade with him.
Dale of Suspense. Yes, some Doug.
So
grew up watching that as well. That's really cool. Yeah, man, that'd be a cool piece to get.
Oh,
shout out Dale.
And then the last thing I want to show off, and I want to shout out again my man Cardboard Crazies. Hope we're pulling for you. One of his students is on life support. He asked me to draw something. So this is the first thing I drew was this, hopefully, and then I said, I need to draw something a little bit better. I was showing the guys backstage. So I finished this unicorn piece. So
that's awesome. So dude. I really like that a lot.
She's in our thoughts and prayers, Cardboard. Hopefully she pulls through, but I know me and a couple other community artists had sent in some artwork. But again, I want to say thank you so much, Scotty. Appreciate you, brother. This is amazing. Had a blast, man. Whenever you want me to come back on, you let me know.
I will, man. Yeah. We'll have to get you back on real soon, man. And Travis, you too, man. Because this hour goes by way too quick. But I wanted to take the opportunity to celebrate Between the Lines and hang out with you guys for a little bit tonight. So I was honored to have both of you guys. And I wanted to thank everyone for hanging out with us tonight, coming out and hanging out with us tonight. Great turnout. I really appreciate you guys so much.
Appreciate you, bro.
And y'all be sure to go subscribe to Geek Out with Roscoe, and be sure to subscribe to TM Nerdy, and also be sure to flip over to Between the Lines right after this, because they're going to have special guest Callie Comics, who is a really cool guy. Really awesome dude. I love Callie to death. It's going to be a great show. Y'all be sure to check that out. And 22 Comics at 9:00. And I want to throw this up one more time. You guys be sure to please donate. Let me take this damn comment off the screen. Sorry about that. Just donate what you can, guys. If you can, donate anything you can. Like I'm still, like I said earlier, I'm heartbroken over the situation. Just if you can donate, if you can't, share it out. If you can, do both, really, honestly. But yeah, just a heartbreaking situation. And but I love you guys, and I hope everybody has a good night. And flip over and check out Between the Lines. And
Over on my channel.
Yeah, on Roscoe's channel. I'm sorry. Yeah, on Geek Out with Roscoe.
It's all good.
So, yeah.
Appreciate you, bro. Thank you, everyone. You're amazing. Thank you all. Hit that like button for my man.
Yeah, later, guys.
I'd say that one is a banger, man. It's a real certified banger, dude.
Yes.